Aloha, and welcome to Kailua Dance Academy's plan to return safely to classes this fall. Covered in this presentation are KDA's safe studio practices, as well as additional precautions and modifications being made during this time. Kailua Dance Academy's safe studio practices include small group classes, physical distancing being built into our class content, 15 minutes between classes, the use of masks and other preventative measures, as well as some new studio protocols and policies being implemented for the fall. Small group classes. This fall, class sizes will have 5 students or less. There will be no makeup classes in the studio. This ensures that each group is the same group of students for the whole session. Our small group classes also allow our instructors to give even more individual corrections and personalized feedback. Physical distancing and class content. Physical distancing is to be built into our class content this fall. For Keiki Ballet, this includes learning about personal space, the use of hula hoops and props to give physical barriers, as well as activities designed and planned with physical distancing in mind. For our ballet technique, this includes having 1 student per bar, activities and combinations being planned with physical distancing in mind, having students travel relative to each other to ensure adequate physical distancing between them, or having students take turns doing traveling combinations to ensure physical distancing. 15 minutes between classes. This year, there will be a 15-minute break between classes. This allows instructors adequate time to wipe down surfaces in common areas and prepare props before class starts. They will also be able to sanitize the student bins and wash their hands. We will be doing temperature checks upon entry to class, and students are to wear their face masks for entry to class. After class is over, students will wear their face masks for dismissal to go back to the waiting areas. Students will have the chance to wash or sanitize their hands after class. Teachers will be able to wipe down surfaces in common areas as well as props, or place props into the laundry basket to be laundered before the next use. The 15-minute break also allows KDA's teachers to drink water and change their face masks between classes. Masks and preventative measures. KDA staff is required to wear a face mask for the full duration of class. We also ask that parents please wear a face mask while on the KDA premises. Students enrolled in Keiki Ballet 1 are not required to wear a mask. All students in Keiki Ballet 2 and above are required to wear a mask in the waiting areas and in the bathrooms. They also need to wear their mask into the studio. Once in the studio, students may take their mask off and place it in their box once personal space has been established in the studio. After class is over, students are to place their mask back on their face to leave the studio and go down the stairwell or into the waiting area for dismissal and pickup. Preventative measures include temperature checks at the door, sanitizing hands upon entry and exit to class, as well as sanitizing hands between bar and center. Additional precautions include our new HEPA air filters in the upstairs studio, which give us 6 air changes per hour. Also, our props such as beanbags, cones, polyspots, and scarves are only to be used once and will be cleaned or laundered before their next use. New this year are the student baskets. KDA will have clean plastic bins available for students to put their water bottles, face masks, towels, point shoes, etc. into their own bin. Students are to wear their mask and put all items that they will need for class into their bin. They will carry their bin to their designated place in the studio with 6 feet of distance between each bin. Once their space has been established, students may take their face mask off and place it into their plastic bin. There will be no water breaks taking place in the waiting areas this year. When students need to take a break in class, they will be told they can go back to their bin, so students will be able to take their water break and ensure physical distancing is taking place. After class is over, students are to put their face mask back on before being dismissed from class. Bins will be thoroughly cleaned before their next use. Additional modifications being made this fall. Our makeup class policies are different for the fall session, and please note that these makeup class policies may extend into the spring. Please stay home if sick. There will be no in-person makeup classes being done this fall. However, classes are to be recorded. And if a student misses class, the class recordings will be available upon request for anyone who misses class. There is no limit on class recordings and video makeup classes, allowing students to stay home if sick as many times as necessary during the session. We do request that requests for class recordings be made within 1 week of the missed class. In-studio purchases. In-studio purchases this year. All tuition payments are to be completed online, and we will not be doing credit card purchases in the studio. To pay by check, please deposit checks into the tuition box located at the bottom of the stairwell. Shoes, dancewear, and accessories are still available for purchase at KDA in the studio. We will take cash purchases in the studio. However, for in-studio credit card purchases, we will send an invoice to the email address provided at purchase. This allows families to be able to make their credit card purchases safely at home. A recap of all of our modifications and safety procedures taking place this fall. Our small group classes of 5 students or less. Physical distancing built into lessons and class activities. 15 minutes between classes, allowing instructors to wipe down common areas, sanitize items, take a break, and change their face mask. The use of face masks. Instructors are to wear masks during class. We ask that parents please wear masks while on the KDA premises. Students in Keiki Ballet 2 and up are required to wear their mask to enter class and exit class. We will have student bins for water bottles, shoes, towels, face masks, etc. This allows students to take a break, change their shoes, drink water, while maintaining physical distance of 6 feet. We have our new HEPA filters in the upstairs studio, giving us 6 air changes per hour. Props are to be cleaned and wiped down between uses. We have our new makeup class policies, which will allow students unlimited makeup classes with videos. There will be no makeup classes taking place in studio during the fall session. Please note that these makeup class policies may extend to spring if necessary. Also, finally, any in-studio purchases will be completed with invoicing. Mahalo for watching. I am very excited to dance with you in the studio again soon.